We're live. All right. So, hi
Hey,
guys
hey.
in the chat. And we have Hooker like, hello Piss Map. I wonder who you are. I do too, but I I don't know. They should just keep their anonymity because they make really good videos.
The last video that they uploaded, it was so well made and produced. Like the way that it shows how certain people acted in the Kyle situation
Oh my
and that
god.
other guy, the MGL, the guy that went on her panel or
David
whatever.
David Carter.
It's great. Like the same thing should apply in this situation. The only difference is who supported him and who didn't support him.
Hey,
Because Starlight like was pissed that she didn't feel like she could let the community know about Kyle.
yeah. Let me give her my
Which is
email.
essentially what Tracy was trying to do in the beginning of this situation, right?
Right. But Tracy got attacked, of course, because she didn't agree with the masses. So we're going to talk about, okay, so we have a couple things, like a couple communities to talk about. There's multiple communities that are on fucking fire right now. Um, hey, London Girl, Bieber. Hey, Steph. Um, okay,
If
yes.
you all should watch that video and see the way that people reacted back then. And like legitimately, that's the only reason I ever even put it on my community post is because essentially I just thought people would want to know, including the girls that were supporting him. But the response was the shocking part. That's the part that
Yes.
I never
Hey,
did.
Craptastic London Girl. Yeah, it was crazy. I guess first we're going to talk about this grading thing because I just think it's terrible. Like, I know that not everybody's from Croma, but I see some
Hey,
Croma.
Tatum.
Have you been watching the granny stuff?
No, we talked about it last time. I
Oh my god, it's the
kind of
worst.
watched it
Like,
once since then. Oh no.
oh, it's like, okay, I get that some people, granny's not for everybody. I'm not for everybody, and nobody's for everybody. But it's like, seriously, like 20 channels go like it's like what happened to me and you and what happened to Hooker. It's
Yeah.
like every channel goes live all day about it, and it's like against one person. I just never think that's fair, like to see um every channel go against one person like that.
Yeah.
I don't ever think that's fair. That's not right. And it's like, that's what, I don't know, especially if that happened to us. Like, I will never participate in something like that against somebody else. I'll never be
Right.
that.
How many people does it take to say the same things over and over? Like, what is her big sin? What did she do
Well,
to?
she lost a couple friends over there, so they all just, they gang. It's like the DC over there. It's like the drama community, because like over here, if you're not friends with like the ponies, you lose all of your friends and all of your support almost.
Okay,
Like,
so essentially, she fell out with people, and then they broke their neck behind the scenes, running to them to try to get them to be mad at Granny.
yeah, basically, and then they all go live. They all go
Sounds
live.
familiar.
Her. I know it's just like the drama community. It's so crazy how much it's alike over there. Like,
So there
hey,
must have been just a lot of people
hey, Tate.
holding back or something.
Yeah, hey, Flower Child. It's like they will, it's just like over here. So like what'll happen is, her and her friends all got in a fight about this girl Tiffany. um and well, it's not just about Tiffany, obviously there's other feelings, but it's just like big, it's like you can't disagree with a certain group of people over there, just like you can't disagree over here, like, because now we're not friends with Starlight, so every channel has to be against us or they get called out, basically. Like, you can't be our
Right.
friend, you see, because now they're trying to like bring up all this old stuff about us with Steph, which we're gonna get to the Starlight stuff in a little bit, but Starlight is like, bringing up all the old shit. Like, we don't, like, Steph doesn't know what happened with us and Steph. Like, Steph wasn't watching it and reacting to it at the time.
Wait, but why is she calling herself out in the process? Like, what's the point? She was right there, felt the same exact way, completely involved in all of that. Like, what's the point that now it's so the point is just to try to get us and Steph mad at each other? Like we didn't know the
Yeah, we
shitty things that we said to each other in public?
right, right. We didn't know.
Childish. Childish.
I know, right?
I mean, we could do the same things to her. We just fucking
I'm
don't
not
because
listen, I'm not going back through that motherfucker's old lives over there because I can't stand her voice right now. And I can't stand her right now. So why am I gonna go back through all that motherfucker's old lives to point out her hypocrisy
she
every time?
probably she probably feels like that's maybe what we were doing to her by pointing this out. It's just fucking not the case. Like
No.
this was something that should have just been a little blip in the radar and everybody moved on. It wasn't like a cancelable offense. It wasn't horrible. Like I didn't even know if they knew or not. I figured they would care and want to know. I figured other people would care and want to know. I was wrong about all of that, and they're more angry about me asking a question, us asking a question, than the way that it was being responded to, and it was lied about from the beginning. Like it was, there was no reason for it to ever go the
Right.
way that it
Right.
even went.
Starlight has been in Steph's DMs trying to be cool with her, but she goes in her DMs. She doesn't do it publicly. So it's different. It's
Well, she
okay.
probably doesn't want her friends
Um,
to know
right. Yeah. Or she doesn't people that support her in it because they're all like
that
yes
too.
people. But I have people that don't like Steph that I'm friends with, and who cares? You know, they don't get along with Steph. Like it's not a big deal. I'm not trying to make them get along with Steph or Steph get along with them. Like I just don't fucking get it. Hey Kim, with the little eye. It's good to see you, but it's like I don't understand because
But it's the end of the world when we're okay with Steph and we're not calling her out. And why ain't you calling Steph out? What about Steph? And what about Steph? But when it's convenient to her,
right, but she's over there in her inbox, and but then calling her out on stream. That's the kind of shit that people get mad at you for, Starlight, because you're fake as fuck. You won't come on this stream and be like, yeah, I'm okay with Steph, or I'm cool with Steph, or whatever. You have to try to sneak in her DMs, but still try to go over there and make a big deal about it publicly. The fuck are you doing?
well, is she going to apologize to her for her role in all of that, like
Well, God,
both
no,
of us have done?
no.
Which I highly doubt that'll ever happen because
Not to-
I don't think that she ever would see that anything that she did was wrong or unwarranted.
Right. Hey, Remy. Right. No, she won't. She won't
Hey,
see it.
Remy.
Yeah, that stream was over a year ago. So, back to the grainy stuff before I forget. But yeah, I just think it's
I said shitty shit to Steph that I shouldn't have said, and
right.
I went harder on Steph than I went on anybody. I overreacted in many situations, and my whole point this whole time was is that Steph is no different than anybody else, and she doesn't deserve like 10 times more hate than anybody else.
Yeah, Dory, are you being serious? Like, what's an inbox? Like, it's a private message. I don't know if you're like kidding around. It's a private message.
Like a
But
DM.
yeah, like it's like a DM, like a direct message. But so okay, so the grading stuff because I just don't want to forget. But yeah, I just think it's never okay for multiple channels like that to go live against one person. Every time she goes live, they're like ready to restream her to pick it apart. Like everybody's entitled to a voice on this platform. I don't care if you like them or not. I don't. That's why, like, I don't think it's okay to try to make it where somebody just doesn't have a fucking voice at all. I think that's wrong to do to somebody to try to take their voice away. I just don't like it. I didn't like it when it was done to me. I don't like it when it's done to other people. I think it's fucking bullshit. And, I'm sure that people are not going to like me saying that. And I really don't give a fuck. Like, I've been canceled left and right for a fucking year on this platform now. I really don't.
Right.
Like, I don't.
Oh, what? Somebody else will like us. Oh,
Oh,
dear.
God.
Oh, my.
Oh, my God.
Um,
Someone else is going to dislike us, Stephanie. You better
what?
buckle up.
Um,
Mhm.
she's not gonna leave, is she? Or she?
No, I don't think so. Steph, it's
Okay,
just like
good.
20 channels every day, all day going live about her. It's the same thing they do in the DC where it's not enough that just like one or two channels goes live about somebody. It's
It's a
all
dog pile and shit.
it's dog piling shit. I don't like it. Never be okay with it. It's basically what it is. So um yeah, but I just think that, it's very much just like over here. And I didn't like it. Um
What's Hooker talk about? And about the three that are trying? Do you know what she's talking about?
Wait, the three that are trying. What do you mean, babe? I
Hey,
can't.
Ross.
'Cause she's not here. She's at work, so I know I can't say that
Um,
because then people get mad and say, "Oh my God, she works." Oh my God, but she's at work, so I can't just ask her. What do you mean, babe? She's probably hurrying up and typing. Hey, Ross. Hooker, can I block Ross? Savannah is trying to block in my chat. We have Rogue Mod. Just
like
kidding.
anybody but Ross.
It seems like Granny has grown a lot in last year. Yeah, people don't like channels that grow. We know that from over here, you know. I'm like,
Yeah,
I don't
she
like.
has.
Yeah, she's grown a lot. I don't care who don't like Granny or who don't like this one or that one. I think it's wrong to try to take somebody's voice because I didn't like it when it was done to us either. You know, so like it's just stupid. Like it's enough to go live about somebody one or two times, especially a day. Like that's the shit they do over here to you when they don't like you.
And like you're not going to, you can't make somebody leave. Like if they choose to leave, they can leave, but you're not going to make anybody leave.
Yeah, you're not. You're not going to make anybody leave. It's not going to happen. Uh, Hold on, I'm looking at
Hey,
chat.
Mandy.
But yeah. Hold on, I'm
She
reading.
probably didn't hear your question. She's probably just typing it in the chat and not even
Hey,
listening.
Beatbergs. Hey, Mandy. Yeah, she probably is. She's probably just watching the chat, like, because she's out. You know, she's probably got her earbuds in, and not really paying attention. But I'll ask her later, like, what did you mean? And I'll text you because I don't know what she means. Um, hey, Savage doesn't.
Why didn't they all like jump on the hate train whenever her ex was trying to get everybody all riled up? Because those ex friends were still over there with her, right?
Wait, I don't know what you're talking about, Savage, because I haven't watched any of the streams. I'm just being honest. What are you talking about? I haven't watched any streams that you're talking about. I mean, that you're saying that. I don't know what you mean.
No matter how why.
50 Shades, hey! Block that bitch, 50 Shades. Hey, AMD, how you doing? Where are you packing? What are you packing for? Like, what's going on? Okay, so I don't know what you're talking about, Savage, but is it enough to show whatever you're talking about in one stream or one Angela fucking miserable video? I mean, or do we need to do like 50 streams about it to figure out what's going on? I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, if she talk about what I think she's talking about, there were streams done back then about it.
Yeah, there were
We even
streams done a
mentioned
year
it.
ago, and it's kind of like nobody ever proved that it was fake or real or that she freaked
No,
out. They didn't, but I could be totally off because I'm not watching the bullshit. I watched an Angela video about it, but I don't when I realize somebody's just dropping DMs and the other person hasn't done that, I just check out unless it's like because Angela just is a DM dropper, this like girl, lady Angela, and I just personally don't like that because I think that it's like I don't know. I have never even dropped DMs from the ponies and I'm not going to. So like I just think that's wrong. So I just kind of hey Earth, hey British Chippy. Okay,
wait, is
British, thank
she the
you.
one that used to come in here? That Angela?
Yes, Angela comes in.
Okay.
Hey Michelle, good to see you.
Hey, AMD. Hey, Michelle. Okay, yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, right. Um, Remy, I just feel like one or two streams is enough. Like, damn, it's like, it's like overkill, and then it turns a lot of people off. Anyways, you don't really get your point across because it's kind of like, well, didn't we just do a stream about that? Like,
Well,
hey,
wasn't that a lot of people's criticism against her in the beginning? Because I think a lot of people, whenever they first start, get sucked in by drama, but not only drama, but the money too. That she was talking about the same thing, like doing lives about the same person over and over.
get well, soon. British. I hope you feel better. Speaking
Hey,
of that,
British.
Savage, I just have not seen her admit it. I have never seen her admit it, and so, and I feel like
No,
somebody,
we talked about it.
yeah, um, and I just feel like fucking 50 streams a day plus videos is just excessive. That's it's my perspective, and I can have it. So, um, a
I mean, I
Savage.
don't.
It's TT, and then the Tiffany, and then Angela videos. It's just the whole Krama community over there, and then every streamer is talking about it. It's just everywhere. That's the streams that I'm talking about. I don't know why you're being so argumentative, Savage. I don't even know you. I've never seen you before.
They probably don't have a lot to talk about over there either. Like, I feel like in the summertime,
Hell yeah, no, yes.
people don't have
Listen,
shit to talk about.
you're having to prove something about it with the DM. That's totally different. I feel like sometimes you have to drop DMs to prove like you're not lying. I get that, okay? But just dropping the DMs just to make somebody look bad at, I just feel like that's different.
Well, I think it also matters, like, if the person that you were dropping DMs about, if they're always dropping DMs, or dropping DMs in DMs, or whatever, it that could also factor into it. Depends on who the person is.
Right, that is true. That's true. Um, I don't. That's. I mean, and everybody's different. I'm not saying it's. I just feel like when it's your go-to every time, um, to do that, it's kind of like, but that's just not my thing. That doesn't mean that everybody's different. My way might not be somebody else's way. You know what I mean? Everybody
Yeah.
does different, and it's like a lot of learning curves. That we've had to learn the hard way over here that they haven't yet because they're so new, like it's a
Yeah.
new community over there. So, because she must have misread the reason. Yeah, she continued to collect money for. Okay, well, I didn't see it say one last vacation. What I saw was for a trip to Disney with her kids, because I used to say the same thing you're saying. Like there, I was, but what I just saw was um to support a trip with her, vacation.
I would have to see proof of the one last vacation thing. That sounds very extreme. Like, so she didn't just say that she got diagnosed, that she was like physically going to die. Ah,
Mm.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
that's
would
not.
have to see proof of
Also,
that. I've never heard of that before today.
I yeah, it didn't when I saw it. Now, unless something news came out, it said that she wanted to go on vacation or whatever. It didn't say one last vacation. I never.
No, it was just a Disney trip, right?
Hey, Muffin Mouth.
I've never heard of the one last vacation, and that just sounds so extreme.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, I got a new vape. I sent you a picture of it or whatever because
It's super cute.
yes, I fucking love it. It's oh my God, hold on. Now I gotta figure out the name of
Do
it.
you
Hold on.
plug it in?
Yeah. It's you just plug it in. Hold on, because I love it. Because it's just so handy. It's the
Hey,
no.
Bay.
Hey,
Hey, Muffin
babe.
Mouse.
It's the Smock Novo, and I fucking love it. Like
Oh, it's
I
a
love.
small.
Yeah, it's a
It's
Smock.
teeny.
It was only like $30 too. It wasn't like expensive because
Oh, wow.
um, Cat always use like the disposable pen ones, right?
Yeah.
Then I got her smoking the disposable like fruity ones, like me, right? But they're really expensive. Like it's like $20 every couple days. So then we found these, and you use the regular juice and everything. I fucking love them. I'm obsessed.
Do you put cartridges in them? I mean, not
Hey,
cartridge, coil.
yeah, the top of it comes off, and it's like $6 for a new top. Like you just
Oh,
you put your juice and everything in, and then you just take the whole top off and just throw that away and get a new one. And
I think I know what you're talking about.
yes, I love it.
I've
Like
seen those before.
yes, it's just so handy. And I got Kat where she loves it. Like it's perfect for her. We just got to find the right juice, like because she likes the coconut pineapple flavors. And you can get this on the disposable, but anyways, they're fucking amazing. I love it.
Hey,
Hey,
Hill. Speaking of people, Speaking of, like, talk about the same person over and over. Oh my God. Kat watches the Michelle stuff sometimes.
Yeah.
I try to stop watching it, like, and it just sucks me right back in every time. That fucking what's that one channel that does all the clips on her? I can't
Oh
remember
my
the
God,
name
it's
right now.
can't.
Yes, that one, yep.
That's what
And
Cat
they
watches.
have she said that she was dating this guy or whatever, right? And it was her best friend from grade school, the girl that was in her wedding's husband, and she passed away in January. And she started talking to him and was about to start dating him, and she told the internet. And next thing you know, boom, he's on a panel.
Mm. Yeah, I saw that. I heard about that. Actually, Cat was. We were talking about that a little bit earlier, but um, yeah.
It's wild over there. Like, holy shit.
Well, I
I
think
think,
it's the both sides of a situation. Sorry, I was answering Beaver, but
yes.
it's when the one person can't get their side out because people are like ready to restream and jump on it, and that's what I was talking about earlier. I think it's okay for both sides to have their voice, but when one side's like not being allotted their voice, it's like I don't know. I don't like that. Hey, Ninny.
It's
Mm,
it's wild. It's like the whole internet against one person.
I know. Have you been? Oh my God. Have you been watching the Lord
Wild.
stuff?
No.
She said
Oh,
anybody that doesn't.
a little bit. I seen
that
something
doesn't.
about a truce, Alicia and a truce or something, but I don't know exactly what happened.
Okay, let me tell you. She's saying that anybody that doesn't make a truce with her, we're talking about perplexed QC. Anybody that doesn't make a truce with her wants her dead because she's being her life is being threatened. And I was
Who's what? Who's threatening her life?
I swear she said ballet babe. So she said that everybody wants her dead because they won't make truce with her.
Wait, hasn't Ballet Babe been kind of being threatening for a long time?
I know, right? Like when I was on my way to get my medicine and stuff at my appointment. And Kat was like, "You gotta turn on Queen Bee. You gotta listen." I was like,
So
"All
did
right."
so
So
Alicia made the truce with her?
I guess so. I don't
Because
know.
I heard her name come up, and I heard Laura say, "Yeah,
Mm,
oh, because her chat was like, Makeup Mobster and Queen, Makeup Mobster, and somebody else. Oh, they're okay with her making a truce. They said they were okay with it. And she was like, yeah, they had to be okay with it because they don't want her to come back over here to my side. Like, what
mm.
the hell is happening?
I was like, no, no way. I know, right? She's giving Ballet Babe so much clout over there. Um, that
She
she just
shouts her out.
right. She shouts her out, talks about her. I mean, listen, when she was talking about how people want her dead, I had tears in my eyes laughing so hard because I thought that she was fucking around at first. Like I thought, it's Laura, but she's being dead fucking serious. Like no
Okay,
way.
so is her logic that if everybody made a truce with Laura, Ballet Babe wouldn't threaten her anymore?
I
Because
guess.
that's not gonna work.
I mean, well, yeah, that basically that would make Ballet Babe see. I don't know how she's wording it. How she's really pissed off because she's got bigger channels going on. So
Hey Ben, I don't think there's
reach it.
any uh there a million truces on planet Earth couldn't make Ballet Babe look at you in a different light. I don't think,
No,
Laura. She very much despises you to her core.
and that's between y'all. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a
No.
fuck about anything with you.
So she's
So
just using that to try to weaponize it to get her a truce because that's not a new situation at all.
yeah, yeah, guys, Tucker's at work. So if you say hi to her and she doesn't say hi back, it's definitely not us a bad like she's not doing it on purpose. She just is at work and she's like super busy this time of year. So oh God, it sucks. I miss the
She's
day.
ignoring you all.
She's ignoring me too. Don't
Join the club. um,
right. No, I'm just
I was
kidding.
getting ready to ask you something about Laura. Frick. Oh
Um
no! What I was going to say is she misses being able to go on Queen's panels. Remember whenever she was trying to
oh
play
God,
fake
like,
nice with Queen
yes,
in the
she
beginning,
was
she would go
yes.
up there and be a panel
And
ornament.
I know, panel ornament. Literally, she would be on mute, fucking doing her dishes and shit, and then finally Queen seen through her. I'm like, thank God, Jesus Christ.
The only reason Queen was totally cordial with the whole time, Laura like started turning on her. She kept making subtle digs at her and putting her in the same category with other people that were like exploiting Summer in a different way. That's what she was trying to say.
Right.
Like the tragedy pimp thing, and she kept making those digs towards Queen
Yeah.
B,
Then she
and then
came
eventually
out,
she
and I was
mask
talking
came
about
off.
it. Yeah. She was like, "Yeah, you thought I was talking about you? I was talking
She
about you."
was the whole time,
Yes.
and then wonders why, like after the fact, why Queen stopped fucking with her.
Yeah.
Like,
Isn't she want to be
hello.
so confused? Like, I don't know, Laura. Basically, just like called her worse than a tragedy pimp and talk mad shit when you're supposed to be her friend. But whatever. Why wouldn't she want to be your fucking friend, idiots? Um, she's so
Like, and
stupid.
it's not like she was just thinking it or no, she would go live and tell her viewers all this and try to shine a negative light on what Queen was doing, because Queen was fucking killing it, like she still is right now. She was getting tons of views, tons
Uh,
of like tons of people in her chats, tons of support, all that, members, whatever. She couldn't stand that shit.
mm-hmm. Exactly. So, yeah. Oh my God, she did. That was so funny. Jesus Christ, she used to like freak the fuck out over there at Queen's chat.
That's the only time she ever talked.
Yeah, she would be like, "Oh, really, Steph? Really, really, Bay? Really? So what? You're still hating on me 3 years later?" Like freaking the fuck out on them on somebody else's panel. It was terrible. Uh, yeah, I don't. I
Oops, I
don't
didn't
know.
mean to. What I was trying to say would Nini would just say like the littlest thing in chat. Like she'd even it could be a fucking emoji, and she would unmute us and
I
yell
know.
at Nini
I
every
know that
time.
emoji's towards me, muffin mouth.
Yeah, and that's the only time she would talk. She never contributed any other time.
No,
Hey,
Hooker, I
Carla.
know that sweetheart's really towards me. Fuck you.
Oh,
You
speaking of
freaking-
that, speaking of the way that you just said that, did you hear the other night that
oh,
Hooker was accused of trolling in a chat?
oh, I did. And I was texting, I think I was texting you like, Hooker's in bed for work. Like,
And
um,
not even accused. It was said like for a fact, like, "Oh, you didn't change your picture. I know that it's you." Like,
yeah, because,
how
because,
many times have you ever called somebody out on their trolling accounts and been right? Ever,
right,
ever.
yeah, so I went back and listened. I don't know what their picture was that made them say that. But it was like, what are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? And then I heard them say some random name, like, I don't know. They said, huh, what's that mean? I don't even know because because the chat hadn't loaded all the way yet. And when I went back to try to listen, but yeah, we're gonna talk Starlight. Shut the fuck up. All you do is run your fucking mouth and then you cry and whine when you get this shit back. If I want to say something to you or Hooker wants to say something to you, I'll say it right under my own fucking name. Bitch, I'm not fucking trolling you. I'll say it right fucking here. Get the fuck out of here with that. God, I fucking can't stand her. Ugh.
No, she literally tells a whole different community, like with, and they probably don't know who Hooker is, and it probably didn't have any meaning to them.
Right.
But it's just like
Hooker,
the
a hooker.
principle. It's like the
Right.
yeah, it's like the principle. She sounded crazy saying the sentence that she said, anyways. But it's just like you've accused so many people of being this troll account and that troll account. You've never been right, ever.
Right. Never right. Like, shut the
The
fuck
only
up.
people that's been right about troll accounts are people calling your troll accounts out.
Right. Because you fuck up all the
So
cycle troll shit. That's why. But like, I just, I don't know what the fuck she thinks she's doing. They were probably like, hooker, a hooker. Where's a hooker? Like, they had
it's
no
like,
idea.
Hooker, I know that's you, Hooker. Like, oh my
I know.
God, you sound
No.
insane. And like,
Um,
why even pay any attention? Like, you're literally just drawing attention to it for one. Like, for what? So people can have sympathy for you?
Yes,
Why?
that's what it is. So you have sympathy for Starlight over there. Starlight, listen, we have
My
not even.
haters are coming after me. Like, oh my God, these are just the people that follow me everywhere. It's like, get your head out of your ass. Like, what are
That's
you
true.
doing?
But right. I know. It's like, okay, it's so, she turned, okay, I haven't been around for a couple months and the bitch turned into fucking Laura over there. Like,
Right?
Starlight
You
and
don't
Laura.
like me?
So,
Don't watch. I'm going to go around and poke all the bears I want to poke. But if you don't like what I'm doing, don't watch me. I'm going to
right.
watch you, though.
Don't watch me. Like,
I'm
fuck
going to
out.
troll you and cry about being trolled. Like, okay.
How
Oh,
does
and
her?
even making the troll account, even the way that everything went down with Laura after the fact, like it's all very reminiscent.
I
Okay.
know. It's like, I'm not kidding. Starlight, you have turned into fucking perplexed QT over there. You have turned into everything we've always made fun of that we would never turn into, that I never thought you would turn into all of that. You can think that I'm a flip flop, or you can think that I changed my stance. I don't give a fuck. You turned into I'd rather be all of those things than fucking Laura, like you've turned into. And you're over there telling me to unhide my private streams. You used to make fun of people for telling people to unhide their private. Let me just read y'all the post. I was
You're dirty
cracking up.
deleting. You're dirty deleting. How dare you dirty delete?
Oh my
I
god.
can't hear my name. I can't hear you all say my name. How can I sleep?
I know, right? It's like, oh my god, read y'all this community post. It's so bad. Hold on. Okay. Okay, so she has this new favorite saying, it must suck to choke on your own words. That's her new favorite saying,
Oh,
okay?
I've heard her say that. Yeah.
Yeah, so she said, it must suck to choke on your own words, Stephanie Brown Manderlin. You stand for nothing and you damn sure fall for anything. Unprivate all those streams and videos you're hiding. And it's your
Wait,
Starlight, like,
isn't she mad at us for standing up for something? That's
yes,
why
yep,
this
yep,
we're even
that's
in a fight to begin with. Like, no,
correct.
you're the one that doesn't stand for anything. You actually know that what you were like trying to fight for and defend or whatever the fuck you were doing, it was wrong. There was no sense in it whatsoever, but you still got mad about it because you had went on this panel a couple of times.
Yep.
It wasn't the end of the fucking world.
It wasn't. And now here she, she has to make it the end of the world because she doesn't have any content. But she said, unprivate all the
Poor
streams.
me.
Videos
Poor
you're hiding, you're hiding, or keep being fake. You suck at it. And it has like she's been pulling up all of our old live
me.
streams,
Fake.
and
Wait a minute. Being fake. Okay, we're the
yeah,
one. We're the one out here dragging Steph in public and kissing her ass in private, right? Right.
yeah. So yeah,
Being
because
fake, you can say a lot of things. Being fake doesn't apply. That applies to you. Period.
yeah, that applies to you, Starlight. Always. So and then there's this Disney Gate because she has
Being
like one
fake.
or two lives up. I you talk about hiding lives, Starlight. You don't have all your Disney lives up and you're sitting over there letting people defend that and you look stupid as fuck. I don't care about the Disney shit that much though. I've made a point in passing. We made a point like, hey, you recorded at Disney without everybody's permission and that was right on the heels of the MERV stuff. That's why people thought it was hypocritical and we let it go. You guys have done stream after video after stream about it, and it's like, why? It wasn't that serious. We made a
It must
fucking.
have hit a nerve.
It must have hit a nerve because it's all I've been hearing about is Disney Gate. Nobody really gives a fuck. Y'all are the only ones blowing it up. We made a point in passing and dropped the shit.
All
Thank.
you have to do is mention one thing once, especially if there's truth to it and she could feel defensive about it, and then they'll fucking you don't even have to try to troll them. Like they literally will just troll themselves.
They literally are trolling themselves with this. So Remy, she went live like several times from Disney, and all we said was, you call other people out for doing that at like water parks, doing lives and stuff. But Starlight did lives from Disney, and we dropped it. And I swear, there's been so many fucking videos about it, and it's like there never needed to be all those videos about it because it wasn't that serious. It was
She
a point.
also went to that other community and brought it up and told them like, oh yeah, I'm being gone after. She literally was like, there's a fucking like smear campaign or whatever, or they're going after me for this whole Disney thing because like, she doesn't tell the other part of that's already a thing in the community. That's like a talking point in the community. But like, she acted like it was this big deal. I didn't even remember where it came from because I hadn't seen one video about it. I forgot that it was mentioned on the live stream that we were on, but it was like 2 seconds in
Yeah.
passing.
Yes, it was just a point made in passing, and it was like we
Like,
weren't.
keep bringing it up, you're going to imprint that on the community. Then it
Yeah,
will become a narrative. It's a talking
right.
point now.
Yeah, because like it was a point that we just made really quickly. We weren't calling you a fucking predator or some shit. We were just saying how stupid it looked to go after one person and how people let you get by with anything, Starlight. That's all. That's it. That's nothing.
I don't
And
think they ever tried to call Merb predator when they were doing that.
no,
They were just saying that it's
predator.
inappropriate to film other people's children in public without their permission.
Right, and that's all we were saying with that was, hey, it was y'all said it was inappropriate. It should be inappropriate for everybody. End of, and we moved on. It wasn't something that I was harping on or you were harping on. It was let go right then.
No, I didn't even thought about it
Hey, yeah, uh,
at all.
I had not. I know. Hey, curious. I just don't understand why it's being made into this big deal that it is because we didn't make it into the big deal. Josh.
Everything, all you have to do is mention one thing, and as long as it's about Starlight, they will blow it up.
Oh
All
my
of them.
God, y'all.
Everybody on that side that goes live on panels will blow it the fuck up, and then the other people in chat will as well. You start
Yeah, they'll
mentioning
be,
it.
oh my God, poor Starlight. Did you hear them? By the end of it, we had her a whole predator and some shit. Like, no, dude, we were just making a point. It was a point like, you guys are hypocrites. And we moved on, and you guys are like blowing it up. Stop. You
Well,
guys are
just like
making
this,
us look guilty.
yeah, this whole situation with Hormaxer, right? Like, I didn't even talk about it. I just made that community post. I didn't even put her name in the community post. I literally just said, here's the link to the stream where he discusses that stuff if people want to be aware. That's it. And
Yeah.
then in her live, when she went live, she had to lie about what I even said in the situation and like blow it up 10 times bigger than it ever had to be, while saying she wasn't even going to address it.
Yeah, I know, Steph. I feel so stupid sometimes because I'll be like, if I was still her friend, I would be defending this Disney shit. I know I would. I'm not even going to deny it. Like, I would feel like I had to defend it because Starlight would be fucking whining about it in a fucking voice chat somewhere. Like, I'm not even saying she would ask me to defend it. I'm just saying she would be whining about it because when you bring her up at all, it becomes the center of conversation. That's been so many people's like gripes with the whole voice chat thing was that Starlight always makes herself the center of attention. I cannot tell you how many people would get frustrated and she goes on and on with it stuff, right? That's just her personality. That's not me dragging her or anything. That's just the truth of the matter, right? So everybody feels defensive about it because she goes on and on about stuff like this.
Yeah,
Um,
and then she'll be like, well, it wasn't a big, like, she wants to downplay it, like, and then her whole final thing about this situation was, oh, me going on his panels wasn't a big deal. And it's like, nobody really said that it was a huge deal. Like, that's if you want to
you're
go anywhere. Yeah, like, who are you trying to
who are you trying
please
to
here?
compel us? Like we don't give a fuck. Go on this weirdo's fucking stream, but it just takes away from everything else that you supposedly fought for before. Who gives a fuck, right?
Yeah,
That's
and like, even in those clips in that video, like, her saying, I was just trying to let the community know, if you want him to fucking jack off on a hat and you be in this spank bank or whatever the fuck she was saying, with all of that, it's her whole point was like, she just wanted to let the community know. But if it's not her letting the community know, then it's wrong.
yeah, then
It's
it's wrong.
bad.
It's not about that she's you are defending it the same as MGL and them defending it, and it really sounds fucking gross. Like I'm just gonna be honest with you. And I don't care if
Yeah,
you get triggered by that.
yeah, it's there is, and even when Alex was like, she was talking about how bad it was, blah blah, but then still the defense of Starlight, even though from the beginning, Alex didn't go in his chats, didn't respond to him on panels. She she thought it was gross from the beginning,
Right.
but because Starlight didn't, then it has to be
Then it
defended
has
to
to be
the
this
end.
big fight, even though Alex feels the same way we do about it.
Yeah, she totally agreed with everything that I've heard her say.
Yeah.
Besides,
I,
besides, everybody wants to tell Starlight where to go. That's just fucking false. Nobody
no.
gives a fuck where
Yeah.
she goes.
No. Yeah. But it's the same thing it says when you guys brought attention to Kyle, which you should have. Cool. Okay. Or when you brought attention to this one or that one. But
That would
because
be like if MGL was like, her response was, uh, oh, you all just want to tell MGL who to have on her panel. Or, the same thing about Kyle, like you all just are telling, and that pissed you off.
exactly right. That's exactly what it's like. It's so stupid. It's good to see you, Rachel, and it's good to see you, Ketchen and
The,
Daria.
the only difference is because Starlight supported it, was enjoying it, and thought it was fun or whatever she said, which all is whatever. And she even said in one of the clips I heard, she was like, stop bringing up the 14-year-old thing. And it's like, but that's what he said.
That's what he said. How do we stop bringing it up?
Why? So you want
Right.
to like
They-
downplay it, put it under the
Yes.
rug? Like what's the point in that?
Yeah.
Why?
It's downplay it and to make it like we're making this big deal about nothing when in reality, you're the one that's making the big deal about it. All we did was point out the disgustingness of it all. Um, and
No,
Hormax,
I don't think it's a big deal. Like, do whatever you want to do. Like, if you all want to be seen supporting that man, knock yourself out. But I
right.
just felt like everybody, if he's gonna be coming around and shit, which it seemed like that was the pattern that was going down, that people would want to know. And the people that I thought might care to know, I was sadly mistaken.
Yeah, you were
They didn't
mistaken.
give a fuck.
I figured they would want to know, and I figured they would say something, not even scolding Starlight. I mean, just in general, but they can't even be bothered to do that now. So I won't make that mistake again. Hey, the shit show.
No, that's why I tried to ask the question of like how could Tracy have went about this without it going this direction? And I don't think it could have been. I don't think it would have been avoided
No,
because
because
of
she,
the defensiveness. She was already in there. They were already in there, talking to him, going on his panels. He was coming on our panels. Like it was never gonna be okay to like let the community know.
yeah, Bieber. That is what he called Starlight, and then she laughed, and so now there's a channel called Piss Mop because she laughed about that nickname when it's a really degrading nickname. Like the way he talked to her, I would never be okay with a man or I date girls, so I can't imagine a cat talking to me that way ever. I would be like, "The fuck you say to me?" Like,
Yeah, it's
um,
really gross, but I mean,
yeah, it
I
was.
guess she thought it was funny to her that it was funny and whatever. Everybody has a different sense of humor, but
And
what he said in that debate wasn't funny, and I don't think it can be like, in my opinion, it's my opinion. Just for me, ever supporting him or going around him, like I wouldn't ignore that.
no, and like, I just don't understand. It reminded me
That's
of
just me, though.
some cringy, weird, those old dating games, like that would come out later. It reminds me of a really cringy dating game where the girl's being interviewed by a total creep. Like, and as a, maybe I'll pick her kind of thing. It's just like one of those like 90s cringy dating things from like VH1 or something. That's what it
and
reminds me of.
and not for nothing, like how many times has Starlight started supporting this new person or people or group of people, and then it all blows up in the long run. So it's like not, it shouldn't be something that everybody jumps to defend automatically. They should at least at this point be like, maybe we should, second think this, but
I
no.
know. Yeah, Donna, we vape, both of us vape. And so anybody that's been around will get this whole joke. We sound like Dark Vader. We because like we almost take turns and we don't mean to. She'll take a hit and then I take a hit. Um, so yeah, okay. So Steph, she can compare herself to any little like she wants to. Okay, so Starlight wants to be.
My dog's breathing over the phone too. Like that's probably some of what you hear. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so I feel like she wants to be super edgy, but she doesn't want to take the role that comes with it being called out because all these little edgy girls get called out regularly for this or that, you know. You have to be able to take that if you're going to be edgy. Like I feel like Kimmy P can take it, right? The called out, you know, getting called out, where
Right. Yeah.
take it.
Yeah.
That's how.
Kimmy's always been pretty kind of edgy, anyways. So
Well,
she's
yeah,
probably.
she's always said words that I would, you know. So it was pointed out, I guess, that I had called Brian a faggot. I guess I don't know. I probably did call him a faggot like a while ago. I, I don't know. I don't know when it was or what was going on, but I probably did say that. Um, I don't know. But that's about like I'm never gonna say the N word, right? And I usually don't say faggot too much, to be honest, even though I totally could. I don't. Um, and I really, you know, I'm not going to police people's words though. Okay. Where the difference is some of them still try to police words while hanging out with people that say those words, or, you know, they're on panels where they're said, you can't have it both ways. I'm not policing words at all. I learned my fucking lesson, right? I'm not your mama. I don't come here to be a mama. I come here to stream. Like, I'm not your fucking mom. You can't have it both ways, and some people want it both ways in every single situation, and you just can't have it both ways, and nobody's learning any lessons. Like, we've learned lessons, some people have not learned at all, Stephanie. It's so fucking weird.
I had a phone call. I'm back.
Oh, I just
Yeah,
muted
they
on.
do.
Whenever I hear
Whatever I hear.
I'm not shocked. Yeah. So yeah, she wants to be like a woman Howard Stern, Daria, and you can't have it that way and get upset when you're called out. You just can't. That's not how it works. It's
Yeah,
not.
that's the part that's confusing. It's like how it's happened a lot, and still it's a big deal when it still it's like no, she could never have chose wrong. Never. Like I don't get it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I know what. Okay. Remember earlier when Kat was saying those three people are, you
Oh
know,
yeah.
like about the whole granny situation, um, because she has like a little group of white knighters, like three little white knighters, you know, and I also, you know, before I know I should have said this like way earlier about the whole granny thing, but Kat and I have no interest in anything. We don't want dragged in the middle of this. So I don't care what Granny said about me in private. I really don't. That's not my fucking business. She said it months ago in private when we were not okay, you know?
That's always your all's fucking go-to. Oh my god, it's first of all, it's childish. Second of all, if they cared to, they've fought before. It's okay. They're not stupid. They know that they might have said shitty shit in private before. It's
Mm-hmm.
it's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's so fucking childish. That shit gets on my.
I
Mm.
know. It's so childish. So Daria, whenever I hear she's on New Group, it's like I don't know. I feel the same way, Daria. I mean, doesn't every content creator have at least one or two people that was so white knight for them without asking? Bieber, yeah, but not whole groups like that. Like, it's different when it's an entire group of people and they're not learning their lessons about it. That's the thing about it, you know.
I don't think anybody should be white knighting for anybody blindly. You're just stupid if you're doing that.
Ross, yeah, please don't white knight for me. Please don't, because you probably don't know the situation. I don't mean that negatively. I mean that as in if I don't talk to you daily, I don't want you to white knight for me and get caught in a situation that you shouldn't be in. Like, unless you want to come to me and ask for my side, don't white knight for me because it's going to backfire. It always does. It never fails, you know?
And you can't be out here saying, "Oh, I don't give a shit what anybody thinks about me. I don't care. I don't care what you say. I don't care. I don't care." And also, you have a whole fucking army of people white knighting for you. You
Mm.
clearly care. You care.
Yeah. Right.
You care
It's
about
like,
your shitty little reputation.
Yeah, over here on YouTube, in the bottom of YouTube, you give so much of a fuck about what your reputation is that you literally have to have entire groups of people white knighting for you. Come on, you can't have it both ways. That's what I'm talking about with the both
Like
ways shit.
who you white knighting to? The people that already kiss your ass on a daily basis, it wouldn't even disagree with you if they wanted to, or the
Right.
people that already can't fucking stand you anyways. Who
Right.
who?
Change minds. Like, I'm not going to change the pony's mind. I don't want to. I don't want them as fucking friends. You're not going to change people's mind that don't like you already. That's just how it goes.
Sometimes sometimes I just feel like you're trying to convince yourself. That's what it comes across to me as. Like you just trying to convince yourself.
Yeah, like very rarely do people actually make up. Like, I can say that I made up with like Steph and a few people that I used to be friendly with. I made up with them, but it took a lot of time. It wasn't just like, oh, we're cool, it's over. It took a lot of time to get there. Um, that, and it wasn't like a forced truce because the community wanted it. That's not how it went. Um, it's really stupid. I don't know why people still try these truths and try to convince people that don't even like them anyways. Who cares? Who gives a fuck?
Laura of all people, like Laura, you've never had a truce that worked. Never. And
Right.
on top of that, it goes in the complete opposite direction. It gets 10 times worse after the
Yes. Right.
fact. I can't believe she's still trying truces.
I know, Laura, your truths never last.
That's
I would never make
funny.
you. I done said when you talked about my mom, I never want a truce with your ass. You're the one there's like three people on this platform that I will never make a truce with, and Laura has always been one of those three people. Always. She's the first one. I
Well,
would never.
how come if we were always the problem when it came to Laura, right? She, said we're the problem. We were harassing and bullying and blah, 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 blah. How did she turn right back around and get into a full fledged drama war with a completely different group of people
Exactly, because
again?
Laura's always. You know me, I love you, babe, but exactly. Yeah, how did Laura go get a whole new group of people, a whole new group of motherfuckers to dislike her like that? Like, she's the only person I know that could literally get groups of people, like she can't make friends long term. I literally said when people were telling me how she was cool with Queen Bee, that's not gonna last. Queen will see through her, and by God, she did. She did.
we we weren't the first. Like there's history ever before of that fighting with big groups of women. Eventually, after you get into fights over and over and over and over, like you have to at least see what your part is and all of that because it's completely
Right.
different people.
Yeah. I mean that. She's like the kid at the playground that never can get along. Hey, Tyler. Oh my God. Good to see.
Tyler,
Wow. Yeah, Tyler. Right. It is. The drama communities are both imploding. The DC and the Krama. It's a little ridiculous.
excuse me, the big drama community is also imploding. It's
Yes.
everywhere, like
Oh,
literally everywhere.
yes. Before we go, we got to talk about that. And people are going to be like, who the fuck are these people? But,
I
oh
bet
my,
most of the people that watch us know.
well, yeah, probably. You're probably right. So there's this big creator. Okay, I got to mute for a second. So you can
Okay,
tell them
I could
calling.
tell. Okay, so the creator's name is Colleen Ballinger. Do you all know who that is? She's humongously famous. She's had Netflix series. She's been on every show known to man. Like she's over famous for a YouTuber. She had the character Miranda Sings. It's like a child show, kind of, I guess you would say. It's like a comedian child show. Well, 3 years ago, this guy, he has a drama channel himself, and this is in the beginning whenever he started his drama channel, I think. He came out and he made a video 3 years ago about Colleen Ballinger. But the video that he made was kind of about how she was supposed to be his friend. He was 17 years old at the time when he made the video 3 years ago. He was still 17 whenever he made the video. And it was about how they were supposed to be friends and she fucked him over and she had given him the rights to her Twitter, her Miranda Sings Twitter, not the rights, the password, so he could tweet for her because he was doing Miranda Sings content, whatnot. Well, he tweeted some like stupid joke that don't even make any damn sense to me, but it was something about coming out of the closet,
There's,
right? So they
yeah,
said that he was trans. I mean, what do you call it when you're
transphobic.
no, like baiting, queer baiting.
Like,
And anyways, so she
like,
got mad and like went against him. That was 3 years ago. Well,
yeah,
she had,
Army.
yeah, she had made an apology video back then, and this other person named Cody Rance had made another video going against Adam at the time.
Mhm.
And somehow this 17-year-old kid, the whole internet turned on him.
Yes, the whole
Well,
on this 17-year-old. He was literally
yeah,
17 at the time. He was
he
a
was a
young,
child still.
yeah, and he was given all this responsibility. It was so fucking crazy. But yeah, so now the tides have turned and people are like on his side of the whole thing.
Well, like a week ago, that same woman, Cody Rance, came out and made a video in his defense. She showed all kinds of like text messages and shit. And the stuff that she revealed was
Yeah.
how Colleen was being very inappropriate to Adam when Adam was 13, 14, and 15 years old in those group messages because he was one of the like top fans, right? One of her closest fans or whatever.
Yeah.
And she was already, 30s at the time.
It was like a
Yeah.
total parasocial relationship for sure.
Yeah. He
And
was 13 to 15, 13 to
yeah,
15, 16 at the end.
yeah, and she was in her fucking 30s using this kid. We should do a live just about that because it's so fucking crazy. This little 13, well, he was 17 when he did the video, but the whole internet turned against a 17-year-old kid. Like her fans are still trying, but more people have picked up. Like more people are on his side.
Nobody's on her side but her fans. Like literally nobody. And like her and Trisha Paytas just started a podcast. So like everybody's looking at Trisha because Trisha called plenty of people out. James Charles,
Yeah, but
Shane Dawson.
Trisha's gonna say no because of what happened to her, I think.
Well, Ethan Klein said either today or yesterday, he said on his live stream that he had some tea and that he thinks that Trisha's going to make a statement.
Oh shit. Well, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy, but we should do a live about it, just about that, because it's totally fucking insane, and I'm sick of this all this drama, community drama.
She hasn't responded at all, by the way. Like,
Yeah,
she hasn't
I,
responded. She's totally ignoring it. All of her comments are flooded. They've been like deleting all the comments, but like people are fucking pissed. And it's like bad that they were talking to these 13-year-old, 15-year-old, 14-year-old kids like they're their friends, talking to them about their love life,
about
their sexual relationships. Like, it is gross.
yeah, asking for pictures of the Adam's ass one time, and he was
Yes.
like 15 at the most. Like, I don't know if I was his mom. Oh my god, she sent him underwear and a bra. No bug, come on, no bug.
When he was a teenager. Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
cat, your
Her
cat.
bra and panties.
Sorry,
Like,
my cat.
how I don't understand how you even let yourself, when you're like that fucking famous and
Just
you're a
never.
kid,
Yeah,
like how do you get yourself into that situation? Like, they were just as early as like a few weeks ago on call on voice note talking to these kids, like that her best friend Corey or whatever his name is, saying how, oh, you all know how much we love you, we care about you, you are our best friends, we like to talk to you and tell you everything, like grooming the fuck out of these kids.
yeah, it's really cringe. It was really gross. And it's put so much responsibility on these kids because I have kids that age, and I would not be okay with those conversations with my
Could you
children.
imagine, like,
No,
knowing that your idol, like the biggest idol you could think of when you're that age, is giving you, like, has this close relationship with you? Not only that, they're like using the power dynamic over your head. It's the most fucked up situation you could think of. It's
yeah,
crazy.
it's nuts. It's totally crazy. I would not be okay. Like, say if Bella was in a conversation with um a famous person like that, because I do, I always peek in on their stuff. I have their passwords, and I'll peek in. If I saw that, I would change the password and not give it to Bella. You know what I'm saying? Like,
They
she wouldn't be allowed
they
to
would be
have it.
willing to do anything, like
Yeah,
anything,
of course.
And they got Shane Dawson's all of his stuff canceled whenever this happened to him. James Charles, all of that. Her series are still up. I think on Netflix. Her books are
Yeah.
still selling. She was just on stage performing to children the night before last, and didn't even
Probably gonna,
respond to this.
and she should have.
Crazy.
Right. He said that he would let it go if she would just apologize and change her behavior. He would let it go and tell everybody to let it go, but she don't know. It's like she won't. She just won't come out and say sorry. It's so weird.
I
Um,
don't think she sees what's wrong in this, and it's
that makes it
I
even
don't
worse.
like she's fucked up. Some even Adam, like just him alone, he's only one child that she's fucked up. Like he got eating disorder issues because like she would tell him how skinny he looked in pictures and shit, and that
Yeah,
stuck with him.
yeah, that's
Could you
terrible.
imagine your fucking idol, like the biggest idol
No,
in the world to you, telling you that you look skinny like that at that
no,
age?
yeah, like that's like as bad as saying you look fat. That puts the
Yeah,
same of pressure on a kid. That'd be like somebody looking at me and saying, like my eye when I'm 13, like you look, oh my god, you look too fat. Don't wear those jeans. Like that's the same thing in
at
my opinion.
13 years old, you're skinny. You're
Right,
never gonna be that size again. You're a
right.
child. And he
You're a
showed
child.
pictures of whenever he would go to like meet and greets. He was a kid. It was a kid. He looked
Yeah,
like a kid.
yeah. Of course, he was a child for real, a child. And at that point, it's totally gross. It's totally cringe. I can't make sense of it. It's not okay. Um,
And that Cody Rance lady that made a video that like that turned the tides the first time 3 years ago against him is a full grown adult too. She's in
mhm.
her 30s.
Yeah, it's all
Like,
adult.
and she's in these group chats and shit too.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like I've never heard of stuff like that. It's not okay for sure. Um,
It's
yeah.
out
So,
now. So that's the good part. It's out. And now these kids are seeing each other talk about it because as a child, you might not even know that there's anything wrong with that until you
oh,
get
you
older,
might not
or
think
see other kids talking about it.
right. You're a kid, but now the other people are talking about it. I'm sure it'll be talked about more. So, yeah, we'll definitely wait till she makes a statement and we'll do a live about it because
I don't
I
think
don't.
she's fucking going to. Like, it is so
She,
long
oh
and
no,
she
don't
hasn't said nothing. And this is so viral. Like, everybody has talked about this. It's crazy. The commentary community, the drama community, like anybody that commentates on YouTubers has made videos about this. And she just
yeah.
completely ignored it.
Well, we should see if she does, and we'll go live about it, like next week to change the
Yeah.
subject of these drama community bullshit because I'm so sick of the drama community bullshit. I can't cover it anymore. Starlight, but I will keep responding to you, Starlight, because you're a fucking
Boring as fuck.
yeah. I'm bored of it. I don't know how you're not bored of it. I'm not on privating anything because when I made peace with Steph, I literally said I'm going to put my videos on private, and then a lot of my videos had to do with Deb's Sally, and I will not make those public again. And you can fuck right off about it. I don't care if you don't like it. I don't care if you cry about it, Starlight. Um, you're not my fucking mom, so I'll do what I want, and
And
I'm
what
not.
what is she gonna do with them anyways, besides use them to
Respond
just
bullshit.
have something to talk about that is irrelevant to us or Steph.
Right.
So,
Nobody cares about it. Steph's made it clear that she don't care about it. I don't care about it. It's like, why
like,
do I
we
need to?
all said shitty things that we're sorry for and that we shouldn't have said. Like, that is
Right.
well established.
Right. I
You
said
can
a
you
bunch of
can
stuff.
keep throwing it in our face. You could keep throwing old stuff in our face while we bring up new stuff that you just did if
Right.
you want to, but it
Yeah.
doesn't change the fact we don't care.
Yeah. If that's your rebuttal, then okay. Then you just look stupid because you have nothing new. So you got to go back to last year, the year before that. Um, I'm not going to make anything public because, for one, a lot of that was just intermingled, sadly, with, the dip stuff. And
Yes.
I'm going to risk that, for one. But for two, when we made up with Steph, I literally said, hey, I'm going to put my stuff on private. She put her stuff on private, some of it on private. Whatever she didn't, I don't care about because I don't go looking for old videos from Steph about us. That's stupid as fuck. I don't care.
Well, but
I'm
it's
not
also streams that she was a part of that she said shitty things on too. So it's
right.
also like taking her shitty words off the internet as well.
Right, right. So like, I mean, why don't you?
Is she just gonna skip the parts where she was talking shit, or
I guess, or she's gonna say, I still feel that way. But hey, before we go, wasn't she the same person that exposed Bomb for being a quote unquote scammer, and 1 week later was kissing her ass for subscribers?
yes,
Isn't that Starlight
yes.
that did that?
So wait, so her point is that if you change your mind, you're fake. No, I
Yes,
think change is good, and
right,
you can never learn and grow if you don't fucking change at all,
right.
ever. If you act like
That,
you did whenever you were 14 years old forever, it's not a good thing.
well, we are dealing with Starlight, right? And
I'm just saying, change is good.
right. Change is good. And so she literally 1 week was exposing Bomb as a scammer in her eyes. And she we got in an argument because she went live the same time as me, which she never did, and it hurt my feelings. I was like, I can't
Yep,
went live at the same time as me, right? She said, we need to show Bombshell for who the fuck she is.
yep,
She's a bad as a tragedy pimp. She's a scammer. Did a whole live about Bombshell being a scammer. The next week, she was defending Bomb and sticking up for her
yep,
for subscribers, because she needed subs. So
yep. And she clicked her calling the
us,
cops on Michelle too, and said Bombshell calls the cops on Michelle. And she
yes,
even said during that live that every time that Bombshell goes live, she doesn't care what she's doing, she's going to stop and go live.
yeah, she's gonna restream her. And just to let you know, sir, like, I haven't struck you yet, but like, if you're just gonna keep only using me for content, I'm gonna have to strike you because I'm not doing that to you. Just stop.
Oof.
Fucking
Hey,
quit. I don't
Julie.
strike. I don't make like a habit of it, but I'm sick of you just like streaming me all the time with some old ass bullshit, and putting your own narrative on it. Fucking stop, Starlight. Can we just
Is there
quit? I
not
don't like it.
something she could talk about for 2023, or no? Is that too
Right.
much to
Hey,
ask?
Julie. Oh my God, Julie, it's so good to see you. Hey. I'm so happy to see you. I mean, like, she keeps saying that we're fake because we um want to stop, but it's like, because like we don't want to respond all the time. But I mean, I will respond, but it's like, fuck, I don't want to keep responding to stupid Starlight. I'm bored. Personally, I'm bored.
I
But
mean, there's nothing to keep saying if she is not like given new content. There's nothing to keep saying over and over and over and over and over.
right,
But she's gonna go back in the archives and find shit to keep it going
right. It's like, why are we doing this? It's so stupid. Like, quit.
because we brought up this person that said a shitty thing, and we
Right,
must be punished for it because she went on this panel twice.
right. So stupid. So Julie, have you heard that Laura says that if you don't, if you don't take, if you don't take a truce with her, then you are a part of the you're want her life. You want her to die. You want her life to be taken. That's how dramatic Laura's being over there, Julie. And I was, oh my God. Like, that's what she's saying, Julie. I can't do nothing but laugh.
When I'm not fake when I say that I don't want to fight back and forth, but when she's still fighting back and forth with you after all this time, then I don't mean that I'm just going to shut the fuck up and let her like fight with you all the time.
Right now,
So
she's back
if
into
she
it. Don't
thinks I'm fake for that, I'll be fake.
don't feel left out, Stephanie. She's dragged you all the way back into it. She's over there with your name all up in it again. So it's not just a one way
Yeah,
thing. But
no, she brought my name up first. She brought my name up into this Hormexer thing. I didn't even put her name in my community post. When she went live, she told her people that I was accusing her of being a pedo supporter. She lied to her people about me.
she like clipped me out of context. Julie, when okay, so you weren't here earlier, but I was on the way to get my medicine. I was like doing an appointment, and Kat texted me, and it was early. It was either early or yesterday afternoon, or maybe I was on my way to work. Either way, I was on my way somewhere, and she said, "Oh my God, babe, turn on Queen Bee," and I was howling. I was laughing so hard they probably thought I was a crazy lunatic lady, laughing at the whole. Oh my God, if you don't take this truce, you want me dead. Like, excuse me, Laura. I was crying, laughing. So yeah, I look like a whole lunatic over here. Like, right. Nobody's dumb, Laura. Nobody wants your fucking truce. Nobody.
I don't understand why she just woke up and she's like, I'm gonna just say this today. I want a
Listen,
truce. Why do
that's
you
my
want a truce with people that don't like you? Like they're just
listen. I just woke up one morning. I just woke up. Yeah, I think I need to get Queen Bee off me. You know what? I think that I'm gonna say she wants me dead if she doesn't. Oh my god.
yeah, that she's not used to
I
somebody
never.
having a louder voice than her.
Yeah, she's not used to having anybody
A
but like,
platform, I mean, a bigger
well, yeah,
platform.
because listen, I left the internet, and when I did, I just got so bored with Laura. I understand now why people said she's boring. Like, but when something like that happens, I will go back and listen. I don't really talk about Laura anymore. There's so many other channels doing it. It's like, okay, y'all got this, you know. Julie,
I try to go back and listen sometimes, and I'm like, oh man, I can listen to paint dry rather than listen to this. You know,
I'm
st-
like, okay,
have
I'm
you
over.
heard? Have you heard Starlight defend her every time Laura's brought up on a panel? Like Starlight will defend Laura.
I know
I
Starlight's
mean,
defending Laura now. She morphed into
and
her
she
aunt.
says not to defend Laura, but and then defends
Yeah,
Laura every
yes, and then
time.
she does
It's pretty
Laura.
funny.
Oof. So Julie, I don't know if you've been watching Krama. I know it's been so toxic over there. I wouldn't blame anybody for not watching, but I did speak up earlier because I don't like all the dog piling that's going on Granny either. I just don't care for it. It's like, come on, enough is enough. I feel like there's like so many channels attacking her. It's like every community is so toxic right now. So that's why I've been trying to just lay low. But some people you have to respond to, or they just keep going and going and going and going and going. Like you have to say something. So, um, was great. Oh my God, Sapphire Jules went on Julie's.
Jules cracks me up.
Yeah, hello, piss mop. Yeah, Stephanie. We do need to
No,
go to Stephanie's channel for sure more
not
often.
today.
Not today, she said, but um, I know that we're gonna go live on Hookers probably next week on her day off. We've just been so busy every day off. Like we were supposed to go live yesterday, and then Stephanie and I were supposed to go live the day before that, and it's just like, oh wait, I need to reschedule. I need to reschedule. We've been so busy, because it's like busy season. Because like I don't know, Myrtle Beach, it's very seasonal. Like you can work all year round, but this time of year, I
That's
mean, I'll be
crazy.
like, yeah, I'll be at work and I'll be like, babe, I'm going to text you when I get to work, and I'll text her 3 hours later. And it's like, I just finally got to sit down and to make a text
Well, you
message.
all work so much. Like whenever you get time, you don't want to like go live right then all the time. You know, like you have to freaking schedule that shit precisely because you work
Yeah,
so damn much
we're
between the
not
two of
off
you.
on a day except for one day a week. So it's like hard to want to go live on that day because we're only off one day a week. And like most people, like, it's like, oh, that's cool. But it's like, we literally sometimes only get to talk in passing during the day times now because it's like, we're so busy. Like, oh, I get to talk to you for an hour before work and an hour after work if we're lucky. And then we do work together one day a week because I work two places. Like I have another job, but then I work with her on a day.
Hey,
And
Willow.
but it's like, what fun is that? Like we work together. I mean, I'm glad that we do, but it's like, fuck. So yeah, it's hard to go live right now. Hey,
Like
Willow.
you get to see each other at work more than ever, any other time.
Yeah, so funny because like, I'll be like, God, I eat with my coworkers more than I eat with Cat. Like, eat dinner with my coworkers more than I eat dinner with
Crazy.
Cat. Because we eat, we always order food and stuff there, but at work or we make food or whatever. But it's like I ate with them a couple times this week. I've literally got to eat with you once this week. So it's just a hard time of year for sure. But we're still gonna make time to go live. I'm grateful that we have jobs.
In the wintertime, you'll have much more time. There'll be nothing.
We'll be
Like
ready
right
to kill each
now,
other in winter time.
Myrtle Beach is insane. Like
Hey, Granny.
it's
No, no
peak
need to
season.
thank
Hey,
us. I
Granny.
up on how I felt about it. I just don't like it. And I don't like how, I said this earlier, but I want to reiterate that Hooker and I have no interest in being brought into this fight that you guys have. So all you're going to do by showing messages of something that Jessica might have said about us in private 4 months ago is piss me the fuck off. Like, I don't want brought in the middle of this. I don't give a fuck what Jessica said 4 months ago in private about me. I probably didn't say nice things about her in private 4 months ago either. So Therefore, I don't care what she said about me or Hooker 4 months ago in private. I don't care. It doesn't matter. It has no relevancy. Like, there's nothing, it doesn't matter. So I would appreciate it if people would stop trying to bring us into this fight by showing some old ass DMs about something she said to her friends in private 4 months ago. Because I'm sure
Yeah.
people can show where I've said mean things about Granny in private 4 months or maybe 6 months ago or whatever, you know? We
And like
didn't.
whoever that is, I'm sure that you have also said shit like that could be twisted in a screenshot and used against you. It's like, ugh,
Yeah.
that shit is so fucking gross.
Right, because like, her and Hooker had a really rocky start, and Jessica and I didn't always get along with Jessica, and it's not like we're best friends now. But I do think the dog piling is wrong. I think that all these channels against it's wrong, and I don't want to be used in the fucking fight because you guys have a whole chat of screenshots showing up something that she said about me in private that she thought she was talking to her friends in private. I don't give a fuck what she said. I just don't. Hey,
No, and you can have empathy for somebody that said something shitty about you at one time.
right. Hey, Ketchin.
Both
Right.
things can be true.
I don't dislike her the same. Like, like I said, her and Kat really got off to a rough start. They don't dislike each other the same way. They're not best friends, but they're not fighting.
Yeah.
And it's like, people can't stand that. They want to start up the fight again. It's no secret they didn't like each other. So for Jessica to say, I don't fucking like Amanda or Hooker, oh my God, that's shocking. Like, who
Right.
gives a fuck?
So weird. So silly.
Hey,
Hey,
Jillian
Ketchum.
Monroe. Did I say that right, Jillian? Yeah, I mean, and it's just like, what the fuck? Who cares? Like, I just don't understand. Hold on, let me see. Manderlin, Stephanie, does one, boom, right after Laura went up. Oh my God, I gotta watch that. We gotta watch that panel, Stephanie. So yeah, we gotta watch that. I didn't see
Yeah, I
it.
haven't seen that.
I'll probably watch it because I gotta clean in a minute. I gotta get off here and clean because I am off today and I want to get everything cleaned up so I can like not worry about it at work when I'm working. And
Right.
so I usually like I try to like, I want to get everything cleaned up. So I just don't have to worry about it and I can just do it on my next day off too. But I want to vacuum and stuff, so I'll probably listen to it then. Because I just, give me something to listen to.
Yeah. See, a little bit of time you have off, you have to clean.
Yeah, well,
You're
I
just so damn
actually
busy.
Yeah, I actually enjoy clean. I'm such a weirdo, but sometimes I enjoy cleaning, like vacuuming and stuff.
Yeah.
As long as it's not too bad. Like if it, just like if it's just like a typical wipe down and stuff, I actually like it. Sometimes I'll watch those motivational like YouTube videos. Like I'm such a dork. I'll go watch them. So yeah, I don't know. It's so good to see some of you guys though. I haven't seen some of you guys in a while. Uh, and we're going to cover that. We're going to cover what we were just talking about a little bit ago, the Adam stuff, next stream. So, or maybe not next stream, but soon.
Yeah, hopefully there'll be some new developments.
Yeah,
You can't
right.
sweep it under the rug forever. And Trisha can't either because their whole podcast, I think, is getting bombarded. And they only have like 44,000 subs on that channel right now. So it's kind of small.
Oh,
It's literally just starting out.
for us, that's big, but for them, that's a baby channel. They better do something
Yeah.
soon. But yeah, it's really good to see you, Julie. I know, like, you're like me. I disappear sometimes when it's too dramatic, too. Like, there's too much drama because I'm just like, okay, Dramageddon's happening. I got to duck out for now. um, So yeah, Julie, if Hooker doesn't say hi, she's at work. She can barely pay attention. Um, it's terrible. Like she's been trying to pop in and chat, and then she missed a bunch of people, but she's just so busy right now. They get big groups this time of year, especially right now because I feel like everybody's trying to like fit their beginning of the summer stuff in. Like, hurry up and get their pictures done or whatever, come up here for vacation. It's so busy here. Like I waited for 15 minutes at Dollar General the other day, Stephanie, to get something because there's so many vacationers. Like,
You have to walk through 4 rows of umbrellas to get to the beach.
oh my God.
On the beach in the summertime. It's crazy. Like on Myrtle Beach, actual Myrtle Beach, it is so many people. It's crazy the amount of people in the summertime.
Yeah. Granny, it's 2 years of convos. I know, we get it. Listen, Stephanie and I get it. We've dealt with a very similar situation where it's so much, and they want to hold over your head thing that you might have said 6 months ago or a year ago. And it's like, yeah, I said that a year ago, a fucking year ago. That's what we were just talking about with the Steph stuff. Like, we didn't get along with Steph a year ago. Oh my God, we know. Everybody knows. Everybody heard us dragging each other. Like, I don't know. It's like, just let them show themselves unless you have to prove something, you know?
Yeah, and anybody can take those screenshots. You can make whatever narrative out of screenshots that you want
Yeah,
to.
you can. I've seen people do it where they really twist something and you think it says this, and then the other person shows what they actually said, and it's nothing like
Yep,
that. Oh my God.
and
Mm-hmm.
they never want to show their side in it. What they say.
Julie, I love it, but it's very expensive. Like, it's so expensive because a lot of people are moving here, and after COVID it shot up. The prices shot up. It's ridiculously crazy, but I do love the atmosphere here. I do like it. So,
If you're going to take screenshots that are like 2 years worth of messages, like that other person was in those same messages for 2 years, but it wasn't a problem until now, until they're mad.
exactly. It's so like, wait, you were
They
very
were
much,
they were culpable of everything that they're going to use against Granny in those messages.
yeah. Like, wait, were you, because my whole thing is, wait, were you always feeling this way that you're saying you feel now? Or is it just new that you're feeling this way now because we're not friends anymore? Or did you always feel that way? All right, but I gotta go. We've been on here
They
like,
probably tried to do the same to her. Like these same people probably, you know, took shit to her from other creators, try to get her
oh,
riled up at other people, and that's probably what they did to her the whole time too. And now they're just doing it to her.
yeah, absolutely they did. They took all this stuff to her, and wanted her to cover this and cover that and talk about that. That's what that person does. And um, it's just, they've always shown screenshots and stuff. That's just what they've always done. So, um, yes, that they are a bunch of followers. It's pretty stupid. Well, I'm glad you have fun over there, Savannah.
No, nobody should be in there jumping in the DMs with them either. I wouldn't suggest that.
Now, if you don't want your DM showed, don't see them with people that show DMs on a regular basis. I'm not talking about to defend yourself or prove a lie. I'm saying just to do it, or something big might need to show. But I'm talking about just regularly to every friend group they break up with. I know Daria's boat loves me and stuff, and so she says she's happy that we finally get along.
Oh,
All right, guys. Well, we'll be live at some point on Hookers and over here again. I don't know when. I can't make any promises, but see you guys next time.
bye
Bye.
guys.
Bye.